What's going on, people? My name's Nathan and welcome back to Beckley Rose Academy. So what I wanted to do today was just do a bit of a video in regards to what we have learned 1 year on from securing our first rent-to-rent deal. I'm actually now sitting in our fourth cash flow property, so we really wanted just to share some tips with you guys and some of the things that we have learned 1 year on. So thinking back to that first deal, some of the tips I would say would be to do group viewings for your tenants. So it's really important that you try and save as much of your time as possible, really. So rather than going down there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday doing individual viewings, what we actually did was arrange group viewings. So we would go down there on a Saturday, we would book 5-6 tenants in and see everyone at once. The benefit of that was that it was time saving for us. It meant that we didn't have to go back and forth from the property on a daily basis. But what it also did was having a group booking, it kind of increased that fear of missing out with some of the tenants. So when they're arriving at the property and they're seeing 2-3 other people looking at maybe one room left, it's going to drive that fear of, oh, I hope I get this room because this other person might take it. So that really helps us to secure tenants quite quickly. Another tip I would say is have a clear design in regards to how you want to renovate your house. So we had a very clear structure in place in terms of the paint colour, what walls we wanted to do a sort of a feature wall on, how we wanted to lay out the room. So it was very clearly written down right from the off. It meant that we could save a lot of time at the renovation stage, because that's really key. You don't want to be spending weeks or months even still trying to think about how you're trying to design this HMO, because it's going to mean that it's going to take a bit longer for you to get tenants in. And obviously the quicker you can get tenants in, the quicker you can start making sort of cash flow from that property. Tip number 3, I would say, would be knowing your competition. So that was again something that we did right from the off once we signed our contracts, or actually before that. As we were kind of understanding our area, we had a lot of thoughts in regards to what is the competition doing in the area. So we understood about what sort of rent other people were charging for some of their rooms, what was the quality of the rooms that they were producing, and we made sure that our rooms were on par with them, if not above. So that's really important, knowing your competition. And I would say last but not least, what we also did was kind of created a spreadsheet of all of the items that we needed to buy, where we bought them from, and what the price of those items were. That's been really useful because we've been able to revisit that spreadsheet on all of the other properties that we've taken on since then. So we could quickly go to all of these companies, shops, websites to repurchase those items again, and also could look at the price of what we bought it for on property number 1 and seeing if we can get it for a cheaper price this time around. So I would say they were kind of the main tips of things that we've done really well.
Beckley Rose Property Solutions, the master key of property management.